Hello guys, my name is Kiminekyt and welcome to yet another replay commentary today featuring Serbian Knight. Did you seriously have to pick that name? Alright, I don't have a single problem against Serbs, but considering the fact that you are playing World of Tanks where the name Serb is kind of a popular figurehead, if you will pick that glorious name and put it as a part of your name, you will definitely make a lot of people laugh. Still though, the Serbian... I seriously have a problem with the name. This guy, our hero, Knight, is playing in the T-54 lightweight, which is one of the very few light tanks that I'm still playing. It is actually my go-to light tank that I from time to time use. And overall, it is literally the only light tank that I'm ever using. I pretty much dislike every single other light tank, apart from this one, because of a really simple reason that you will see soon enough. And oh, that is a lot of enemies spotted. Also, I should kind of say one thing, and that is, aren't you supposed to remove Kebab? Because for some reason you are currently fighting like a goddamn Turk. And last time I checked, the Serbs were kind of not really in the love of Turkish tactics. So the Serbian Knight is currently just running around this hill, trying to hopefully spot some enemies for his artilleries, but he was so far unsuccessful. If I'm correct, the only spotting damage that has been done was by the T-54, which spotted a little bit of damage for its artillery. Oh, right now you probably will be able to shoot at an enemy tank, which is this pattern. Oh, and no, you won't get to shoot at him, and so that he will be able to get a shot at you. By the way, there's the reason why I do like this tank. It is one of the very few light tanks in the entire game that actually has enough armor to take a hit. I'm not even kidding about this. And oh, you didn't have enough momentum to show yourself like that. Don't you know how momentum works? The higher is your momentum, the higher is the chance the enemy is going to miss you, and the higher is the chance that you won't really have to play the game and just realize, I'm gonna quit bullshitting around like that. So this tank has enough armor to auto-ricochet a couple of shells, and the turret is also quite decently angled. We all know the typical Soviet turrets, which are almost completely impenetrable. Well, this tank is after all a light tank, and you can still kind of easily penetrate the front of it, but the sides of it are still quite difficult to penetrate, which, considering the fact that, once again, it's a light tank, it's an actual freaking wonder to see something like that. So here we go. You got a pretty nice shot and that ELC, even 90 on the enemy team. You were able to kill it, and right now you managed to bounce a shell from Tortoise. That only proved just how good is the armor on this tank. It also proved that Wargaming is using some weird ass spaghetti code to run its game, because for some unknown reason, those 400 damage didn't really count itself into your block damage. It actually doesn't even show over here, as you might see. So though, your entire southern flank is falling apart. You have right now seen it, as the last allied tank on that flank fell. Was it the T-29? Oh, I for some reason paused the game. Was it the T-29? No, it was your pattern. And oh my god, there's an M103, a shot on the move, and let's keep on moving. There are artilleries to be protected. They are like the girls of this game, like pretty little ladies that you need to protect. Yeah. The M103 is still trying to engage you and tries to shoot you, but it's not able to get a shot at you, so it decides to hold its fire. Oh, and there is the enemy, MX-1375. You fired a shot and missed. He fired a shot and a ding. There we go. He fired another shot, which missed. This, by the way, good thing that you are doing over here. You are forcing it to trade shots with you, instead of unloading its entire clip onto you. If it unloaded its entire clip, if I'm correct, it still wouldn't cost you much damage. How much alpha damage does the tank have? Like 150 or something like that? Yeah, it has like 700 damage maybe total in its clip. Yeah, it still wouldn't be able to kill you, and you would be able to kill it before it would be able to reload. Still though, there's an enemy RU-251, which I got no idea how he just managed to block your shell. Even if that thing would try to angle at some degree, you would just overmatch its armor. Because if I'm correct, the RU-251 has like 30 armor at most everywhere. So there is no chance you would be actually able to just auto-ricochet anywhere. Still, there is an enemy MX-1375, which was finally able to deal at least some damage to you with its, I don't know how many shot of this game. Also, the RE-251 thinks it's a goddamn superhero with all those jumps and running like a madman. What the hell does this guy think he does? You're just auto-aiming onto him, and I got no idea how that shell hit. Still though, it hit. That's all we care about. The second shell into him, finish him off. And there is the MX-1375, and here you're doing a smart thing. You're not shooting at that MX-1375 because of a really simple reason. You had two targets to choose from, T-54 100 and the MX-1375. And, oh, by the way, here I'm gonna, for a moment, kind of stop like what is happening, because the ally, the Crusader SP, was lost in battle, which means that he left the game. But we can see that it was either the MX-1375 which just rammed him and just didn't get killed for some reason, or he shot him and didn't get a kill for some reason, or he just died and the ammo rack just blew up the Crusader SP. But our hero doesn't get any minus damage for that, so, or like the MX-1375 doesn't get any damage for that. Like, what the hell happened over there? Did the Crusader just leave the game? Still though, the Serbian 9 did a smart thing by shooting the enemy T-34 100 instead of the enemy MX-1375 because of a really simple reason. If he decided to shoot at that AMX, he would probably just put one shell into it, then another shell into it, and while sure he would be able to kill it, in the meantime the enemy T-34 would be able to run away and he wouldn't be able to kill it. Also, he wouldn't be able to kill that AMX before it would completely empty out its clips. So, yeah, he wouldn't be able to really kill it quickly enough to deal less damage. And the only thing he would do by actually targeting it instead of the enemy T-37... T-37? This is not a tier 6 battle, this is a tier 9 battle. So, if he would actually decide to target that enemy T-34, he would... not target the enemy T-34, it would just cause him to run away. So there is the enemy IS, which decided to for some reason start capping, and he was shot down quite quickly. But there's another enemy that is currently capping. I got no idea who is capping. I can just assure you that it's not gonna be the pattern, and it's quite likely not gonna be either one of the artilleries. It's probably gonna be the tortoise though, or the tiger, but most likely the tortoise. And it's the M12. It's not every day that you see one of these tanks camping a cap circle, like what the hell? Still though, you were able to kill that M12 with a single shell. Let's keep on moving. You still got 4 more enemies to shoot down. And there's only one ally of yours left, which is playing in the Sturzwang 1030, another tier 9 tank. You definitely need that guy to take down the tortoise, because you definitely won't be able to penetrate Tortoise frontally. You probably will be able to penetrate its flat side armor. You may be able to penetrate its rear armor, even though that's actually surprisingly well angled. But you definitely won't be able to defeat it frontally. Not to mention the fact that you are literally a 2-shot for that Tortoise. You sure are outside of the one-shotting territory, because even if he will roll exceptionally high, he won't be able to kill you with a single shell. Oh, and there's the enemy Tiger. You need somebody to shoot at him. Aiming. You just have to take a shot at him. There we go. And the Sturzwang was able to finish him off. There are only 3 enemy tanks remaining, one of which is an artillery, which means that you don't really have to worry about him. The Sturzwang is an incredibly sneaky tank, and the Crusader is also a Crusader. And you are playing a light tank, so yeah, you don't have to care about that. You were able to spot the tortoise, but there is no time to care about the tortoise because it's an enemy pattern. The same pattern we might have seen at the beginning of the game taking a shot at you, the first shell that was placed into your tank, shot on your tank at the beginning of the game, is right now engaging the Sturzwang. You're trying to find a spot from where you can safely shoot it. There we go. You're trying to save it. 1 shell into the pattern. Oh, no. Will you get a second shell? Oh, the Sturzwang already died. No, you won't be able to get a second shot, or maybe, yeah, you will be able to get a second shot, because the pattern, for some reason, not for some reason, he simply forgot about the fact that his cupola is absolutely enormous. So though, there is already just one single enemy tank remaining and one artillery. Remember, artilleries, especially not artilleries with a name, Joseph, are not tanks. Still, there's just one single enemy tank remaining, which is most likely in the cap circle at this very moment. If the second artillery would also decide to go into the cap circle, I would be really surprised, but it would actually save some problems from... save our heroes some troubles. Right now we are trying to find the enemy's artillery, because you just know that's almost on 100% gonna be on their spawn. So where is it? Where is it? Here's a typical artillery hiding spot, and it apparently is not there. It's somewhere else. My tip would be like behind this tiny little hill around here. There's also a typical place for artilleries to hide in. So where is it? Where is it? Oh, and it's exactly where I said it would be. There we go. One shell into you. He directly hit you, by the way, and didn't kill you. So, the Crusader SP is down, but the Tortoise knows exactly where you are, which means that he cannot engage it from this side, because it's quite likely the Tortoise will be expecting you. And right now, you are also a one-shot for a Tortoise, and unless it would roll super low, and by low I mean literally just minus 25% damage, you are a one-shot for it. And Tortoise knows it, so yeah, in my opinion, the Tortoise will definitely just face itself down this way, because he knows that our hero would come from over there. At this point, however, considering that it's, I don't know, solid 20 seconds since our hero killed that Crusader SP, if I were this Tortoise, I would actually start turning towards here, because, you know, the enemy being absent for about 20 seconds means that he's definitely not gonna continue down his regular path. It means that he's changing direction, which our hero is actually doing. The knight is actually doing exactly that. He's trying to find a better position from where he is gonna be able to see the Tortoise, and he just arrived at such a spot. The Tortoise is still trying to shoot at your old position. Alright. He's still trying. You are hiding behind these rocks for some reason. They are not gonna provide you any cover. Tortoise probably only just now realized that the Serbian knight might be trying to engage it from the other side. You put one shell into it, second shell into its enormous cupola that is on the top of that thing. Third shell into it, and you weren't actually able to hit it because it didn't reset the cap circle. For some reason, I should also highlight the fact that these two things are for some reason still bugged. Like, what the hell? Did they make the stunts permanent, or did the game just glitch the hell out? Still, you're trying to find another spot from where you can safely engage the enemy Tortoise, and you need to find it fast because you get only 2.5 of a minute remaining. It's quite likely that you will have to go into a close range fight with it, close range brawl with it. And you will have to start circling it out, because, as I already once said, it's gonna be able to kill you with only a single shell. So where is it? Where is it? It definitely went down from that hill, because it realized that it's a death trap. If it's gonna stay on that hill, it won't be able to spot you, and yeah, you will just shoot it down. Oh, and there is a Tortoise, and he's directly aimed towards you. He missed, which means that you can kinda follow that up and start circling it out. And here we go, the Tortoise is dead. There's no chance the Tortoise will be able to get out of this. A shell behind it, oh, you actually managed to retrack it, which forced it to use one of its, how's it called, repair thingies. A second shell into the back of it, and it also repair. It's kind of a surprising, I've never seen a Tortoise take 2 repair kits. But still, you were able to get around it, and now the Tortoise is just it's not a sitting duck, it's a goddamn Tortoise. Alright, 2 more shells, there we go. Last victory spin of your gun, and a last shell. G freaking G. And in the post-game stats, we may see what a truly amazing game this was. Also, yes, I'm once again using the WoTReplays because for some reason the WoTReplays do not work properly. So, Hopefully no one will have a problem with this. Still though, the Serbian Knight was able to get himself 10 kills and a grand total of over 5,000 damage. I want to say over 6,000 damage, but no, he was only able to cause, well, quote unquote only, he was able to cause 5,488 damage. Plus that, he was able to get himself how many? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different medals, 7 of which are actually quite rare. He was able to get himself Pascucci's medal, Pooh's medal, Naiden's medal, Top Gun, Scout, High Caliber, and a Defender. I got no... Oh yeah. The Scout is for detecting at least 9 enemy vehicles. For a moment there, I kind of confused it with the patrol duty. Patrol. I got no idea how to pronounce that word. So, in detailed report, we may see that he actually didn't lose any money. He's once again another person which is actually not using premium, which is absolutely bloody amazing. He also didn't, well, he used quite a lot of premium rounds, especially on that enemy tortoise, but he mostly used the standard APCI rounds. So, yeah, he didn't use too many premium rounds. He was also able to get himself over 3,000 credits, which is pretty damn remarkably high. And he was able to travel nearly 10 kilometers. That is pretty damn high. Jeez. It's not every day that you see this much distance travel. So though, what amazing game. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that I'll see you next time. Bye.